I tested some of the best mechanical gaming keyboards of 2025, and in this video I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. Razer BlackWidow V4 75%. The tactile switches feel amazing with that early bump, and the 8000Hz polling rate makes it incredibly responsive for competitive gaming. The build quality is absolutely insane with the gasket mount design and sound dampening foam. Typing on this just feels premium. While it's a bit on the expensive side and the media keys aren't fully programmable, I think this is perfect for both gaming enthusiasts and keyboard hobbyists who want top performance without sacrificing typing experience. The hot swappable switches are a huge plus for customization. With all these premium features packed into a compact 75% layout, I'm definitely putting this in the god tier. Keychron Q3 Max. This keyboard is an absolute beast, weighed in at over 2 kilograms with a full aluminum case, and the sound profile is just chef's kiss, with those loop switches and multiple layers of foam. The wireless connectivity with both 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth is fantastic, though the polling rate drops to 90 Hz on Bluetooth. But hey, that's expected. What really impresses me is the incredible build quality and attention to detail, from the double gasket design to the programmable knob. For someone wanting a premium typing experience with wireless flexibility and great gaming performance, this is definitely god-tier material. Newfield 75HE. The magnetic Hall effect switches with adjustable actuation from 0.1mm to 4.0mm give incredible control over your typing and gaming experience. That 8000Hz polling rate with 0.5 ms latency is insanely fast, and the build quality is rock solid. While it's wired only and the keycaps lack shine through legends, which can be annoying in darkrooms, the customization options through Nuphy IO software are fantastic. As someone who appreciates both gaming performance and build quality, I'm placing this in the great tier. It's amazing, but the wired-only limitation holds it back a bit. Razer Hanson V3 Pro TKL. The analog optical switches with adjustable actuation are cool, but honestly the 1000Hz polling rate feels a bit dated compared to newer keyboards. While the build quality is solid with an aluminum top case and PBT keycaps, the typing sound is pretty loud and not particularly pleasing. The wrist rest feels cheaper compared to previous Razer keyboards, and at this price point, I expected more. It's decent for pure gaming focus, but there are better options out there, which is why I'm putting this in the average tier. Logitech G915 TKL. Low-profile mechanical switches that deliver exceptional speed and responsiveness with a stunning brushed metal design that's impossibly thin. The wireless connectivity is rock solid with both Bluetooth and Lightspeed options, and the battery life is impressive at 40 hours with RGB on. While the ABS keycaps might develop shine over time and the price tag is quite steep, the dedicated media controls and that sweet volume wheel make it a premium choice for both gaming and productivity. I'm putting this in the great tier because it nails the premium wireless gaming experience, even if it comes at a premium price. Nuphy Air75 V2 packs a 4000 mAh battery that lasts up to 220 hours and now features 1000Hz polling rate for serious gaming. The improved sound dampening and newest switch options make typing feel fantastic, while the compact 75% layout keeps all the essential keys. Though the software can be a bit buggy on macOS and switching between Bluetooth channels isn't the smoothest, the overall package is incredibly solid. This lands firmly in great tier for me. It's basically everything you'd want in a low-profile keyboard with very few compromises. Wooting 60HE+. The Hall effect sensors let you adjust actuation points down to 0.1mm accuracy, and the response time is absolutely insane at less than 1 ms. Hot swappable Lecture switches and PVT keycaps come standard, plus you get incredible customization through their Wootility software. While it lacks wireless connectivity and wrist rest, the raw gaming performance is simply unmatched. This is a clear god tier for me. It's literally revolutionizing how we think about gaming keyboards with its analog input capabilities. Epomaker Brick 87 features triple connectivity options and those unique dual scroll wheels under the spacebar for volume and brightness control. The level-compatible top panel adds a fun customization element, and the hot swappable PCB supports both 3 and 5-pin switches. Though the battery life could be better with RGB on and the plate mounting makes typing feel a bit stiff, it's still a solid keyboard with some unique features. I'm placing this in good tier. It's a decent keyboard with some cool innovations, but there are a few compromises that hold it back from greatness. Logitech GPR XTL. The wireless performance is absolutely flawless with Lightspeed technology, and the build quality feels really solid with the metal top plate. The PBT keycaps feel great to type on, though I'm a bit disappointed there's no hot swappable PCB and the spacebar has some noticeable rattle. For competitive gamers, the lack of customizable actuation points is a real bummer, especially on this price point. Given these limitations but still maintaining great wireless performance and build quality, I'm putting this in the good tier. Corsair K100 RGB. This thing is an absolute unit with its 44-zone RGB lighting and that sweet aluminum frame. The OPX optical switches are insanely fast with a 1mm actuation point, though they might be too sensitive for regular typing. That IQ control wheel is pretty neat for controlling various functions, and you get 6 dedicated macro keys for streaming integration. The 4000Hz polling rate is impressive, but those 2 USB ports it needs for full RGB might be a deal breaker for some. Considering its premium features but somewhat impractical design choices, this lands in good tier for me. Razer BlackWidow V4 Pro. Holy smokes, this keyboard is packed with features that actually make sense. You get 8 dedicated macro keys, a super comfortable plush wrist rest with RGB underglow, and that sweet programmable command dial. The 8000Hz polling rate is there if you need it, and the sound dampening foam with pre-looped stabilizers makes typing feel amazing. The double-shot ABS keycaps might show wear over time, but everything else about this keyboard screams quality. With its perfect balance of gaming features and practical design, I'm confidently placing this in the God tier. Roccat Vulcan 2 Max. The RGB lighting on this keyboard looks absolutely stunning with those exposed switches and that translucent wrist rest. The Titan 2 optical switches are decent with their 1.4mm actuation point, but they're nothing revolutionary. It needs 2 USB ports just to power everything, and there's no wireless option which feels limiting at this price point. While it's definitely one of the prettiest keyboards out there, it's basically just charging a premium for looks. Taking all this into account, this belongs in average tier. Newfield Gem 80. The aluminum chassis and PC bottom case create a really premium feel, and the typing experience with those 11 switches is incredibly satisfying with a nice stocky sound. I love how it comes with multiple gasket mounting options and all the modern sound dampening materials. Plus that 1000Hz polling rate for gaming is exactly what you need. The downside is that it's sold as a bare bones kit, which means the price climbs quickly when adding switches and keycaps, and there's no compact option available. For someone getting into custom keyboards who also want gaming performance, I'm putting this in good tier. Wooting 2HE. This thing is absolutely incredible with its Hall effect switches that let you adjust actuation points down to 0.1mm increments. It's literally game-changing for competitive gaming. The analog input capabilities and rapid trigger feature give you unprecedented control, and that sub-1 ms latency is insane. While the build quality could be better and it only comes with linear switches right now, the software features and customization options are mind-blowing. As someone who values pure gaming performance and innovation, this is definitely going in God tier. HyperX Alloy Origins. The aircraft grade aluminum frame feels super solid, and those HyperX red switches are pretty smooth with a nice 45 grams actuation force. The RGB lighting looks vivid and bright, but I'm not a huge fan of how the software feels a bit clunky and limited. It's missing dedicated media controls and a wrist rest, which is disappointing at this price point. For a basic gaming keyboard that gets the job done without any standout features, I'm placing this in the average tier. SteelSeries Apex Pro. The Online Point 2.0 switches are seriously impressive with adjustable actuation from 0.1mm to 4.0mm, and that 0.7 ms response time is blazing fast. I love how you can program 2 different actions to the same key based on press depth, like walking with a light press and sprinting with a deep press. The aluminum build quality is excellent, though the software could be more intuitive and the price is definitely up there. Given the incredible switch technology and premium features, this deserves a spot in great tier. Corsair K70 Max. The magnetic MGX switches allow for incredible customization between 0.4mm and 3.6mm actuation points, making it super versatile for different gaming styles. The build quality is fantastic with that aluminum frame, and the 8000Hz polling rate is insane for competitive gaming. However, the typing experience could be better. It's quite loud, and the switches have this weird metallic feel that takes getting used to. For $230, it's pretty expensive too. Looking at everything it offers, I'm putting this in the good tier. Great for hardcore gamers who love tweaking their setup, but might not be worth it for casual users. Ducky Mini. The PPT double-shot keycaps feel absolutely amazing to type on, and the build quality is surprisingly solid for such a compact 60% keyboard. Love how you can customize the RGB without any software, though it takes some time to learn all the key combinations. The high latency is a bit disappointing for competitive gaming though. For me, this lands squarely in good tier. It's an awesome little keyboard for typing and casual gaming, but that latency holds it back from being truly great. Corsair K70 RGB Pro. This thing is an absolute beast with its 8000 Hz polling rate and Keychron technology for ultra-responsive gaming. The PBT keycaps feel fantastic and that aluminum frame is built like a tank. I really dig the tournament switch feature that instantly disables distractions. The only real downside is that annoying case ping sound when typing. Given its amazing gaming performance and premium build, I'm confidently placing this in the great tier. It's nearly perfect for competitive gamers. Keychron K5. The ultra-slim design with low-profile switches is just perfect for long typing sessions, and that 2.4 GHz wireless connection with 1000 Hz polling rate feels just as responsive as wired keyboards. The acoustic foam makes typing incredibly satisfying and quiet. Being able to connect to 3 devices and switch between them instantly is super convenient. This is a clear god tier for me. It's versatile enough for both gaming and productivity, while offering premium features at a reasonable price point. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the mechanical gaming keyboards for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.